Hello, soulmates. Welcome to the Honest Academy. Welcome to another interesting tutorial from us. So, in this video, I'm going to be showing you two methods that you can use to transfer your pattern from the master pattern to a working pattern so that you can keep your main pattern for other alterations. So, in this method, the first method we're going to use is using the tracing wheel to trace our pattern. Okay, in this case you're going to place your new paper under an old the master pattern so that you can use your tracing wheel to trace on all the lines. But there is a trick to this, and the trick is placing a fabric under the paper. This will make it easier for the tracing to show properly, and you'll be able to see it clearly and trace it out with your pencil. Now, this method also makes it possible that you can put together as many papers as possible under your master pattern so that you can trace everything at the same time and then begin to alter the pattern or the bodies to recreate other designs that you want to achieve. So once you've placed your fabric under your paper, make sure you align it properly, everything is in place. Okay, and then you begin to trace on all the lines that you've drawn. Carefully trace on all the lines, right? You don't have to apply so much pressure so that you don't tear your paper, but make sure that it is enough to allow the tracing to show on the other papers. Now you can see the lines, right? It might not be so visible, but once you're close to it, you see it very clearly. And this is how you're going to use the tracing wheel on all the lines that you've marked. Every single line that you've marked, make sure it's okay, right? That's number one method and trick in making it show clearly for you. Now I'm going to show you another method too that you can use to transfer your pattern from a master pattern to a working pattern. In this case, I have a carbon paper or carbon sheet, that thing you use for writing a receipt, right? You place it under your receipt and write so that it shows on the other paper. This is what I have here. It comes in pieces, so I bought as many as possible and masked them together. So you can buy as many as possible and mask them together. It will help you to use your pencil or marker, whatever, to trace your paper without having to tear it, because while using a tracing wheel there's every possibility that the paper might tear. So in this carbon paper, with it's two ways, however you place it is going to show. So if you're going to buy, make sure you get the one that has two faces, like you don't have to be conscious of where to place and where not to place, or where to be on top and where not to be on top. So the disadvantage of this is that you only have to trace on one paper. You cannot put more than one paper because the other one will not be showing. So once you place it in between like this, place your master pattern on top, then you can go ahead and get your pencil and ruler and begin to mark on the lines again. All right, mark on the lines again. So in this case, if you're tracing something that is very long, that means you need to buy as many carbon papers as carbon sheet, right? I know you understand what I'm talking about, as possible, so that you will not have to start shifting it after tracing a particular line. Okay, so once you've just done it like this, look behind, you see the lines. You see the lines, but you don't have to raise it up like this until you finish tracing everything so that you don't shift the paper or the carbon. Okay, so I hope you've learned something from this. Please feel free to subscribe and see you in our next video.